Good morning. I am
Or
starting to think, Victoria, I may be your personal evaluator. I think this may be the third or fourth time I've had the opportunity, which is great because I get to see the growth in the various different areas. So I would like to start off by saying that was a very touching story. Thank you for sharing all of these personal details with us. It really got us to give us that opportunity to get to know you a lot more. The level of description in the beginning, my goodness, when you were talking about in the emergency room and the way the doctor, you could feel the emotion of, or even lack thereof of emotion of the people in the room and the frustration of those folks talking about this conversation. I would like to say you speak very quietly. In the room, it may not be as obvious, but on at home, I had to crank you all the way up to the volume all the way up to hear you because you were very quiet and monotone. I don't want to say monotone as in you didn't have any vocal variety whatsoever, but there's no highs or lows when you do deliver your speech. There's also, it's really obvious on the camera, and I'm going to try and do this here. You stay right here. You tend to come right back to here. And while you move your body a little bit, you are bolted to that floor. And this is an opportunity to potentially move around. The cool thing is your initial opening and that speech that you're talking about in the room gave you so much opportunity to be able to have some vocal variety, insert that emotion and move around. You can raise your voice and leverage those body movements when expressing that anger from that doctor. Like, folks, she would have been asleep for 12 hours. You can add that emotion and that voice change right in there. And there's also when you were stressing the injuries, you can take away from making yourself look small by having your hands here and go, it would have been once, not twice, three times. You have that opportunity in the conversation you're having to use that vocal variety and move around. This is an excellent speech. You definitely talked about how you use that to, look at this book and talked about Dr. Laura. I would like to mention that you might want to think about what did you want us to take away with? I think you wanted us to walk away with that you learned in your life how to take a very negative experience with positive. The way you can truly emphasize, if that was the point of your speech and what you wanted us to walk away with, think about those specific examples. This is how I've changed my behavior. These are the ways that I navigate difficult situations. And these are specific examples in my life where I've taken a very difficult emotional situation and applied those learnings and walked away in a positive. So think about ways to use those very detailed descriptive examples. This is the beginning of, I think, a phenomenal speech if you were to take this to some sort of speech contest. I really would love to see this one grow. Thank you, Victoria.